their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Raiders going up against the Buccaneers. So let's get you over to Tampa as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Oakland Raiders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's the offense, and highlighted as a guy who gave himself his own nickname, the Dugginator.
Brandon, you really can't nickname yourself, but if he keeps running at this level, he'll have plenty of good nicknames to choose from.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, Winston. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
The first carry now for Doug Martin. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays.
Second play on the ground. That brings up second down here. Now Jameis on second down. Jackson's got it over the middle. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Winston now from the 50. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Sims. And he gets it down to the 32. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Tackle made by Perry Riley.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On second down, Martin. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Dan Williams might as well change his name officially to Big Dan Williams. A monster in the middle, holds down the run game against any team.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. On third down, Winston. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And Aguayo's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they're going to go soft on the corners. First carry for Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. Well, sometimes we talk running backs, sometimes we talk wide receivers. Walford, the tight end in this unit, very important.
Clive Walford, a terrific player, knows how to work the inside portions of the field, but also can surprise you and get deep.
Again, it's Murray. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. First carry here for Taiwan Jones. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. The play clock's running down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Carr. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 6. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. You have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On first down, Murray. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They go with Murray again. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Defense showing blitz. Here we go on 4th down under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lavonte David in there to get him for a loss of 5. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
Let's go now.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
Let's go now. Blue way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at... Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Let's go now. Blue way.
Now Winston on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Charles, I have to bring up something you told me about last week. You often find hidden talents with a lot of these guys in the NFL. And Baltimore kicker Justin Tucker, he's a heck of an opera singer. He's very good at singing some holiday tunes, isn't he?
He certainly is, and when he sings, he captivates you. Because I've actually seen him on video in the tails, right? I mean, he looks fantastic, but he sounds even better. And not only that, how about what he's done on the field? 10 field goals of 50 yards or more this season, which ties a record set by Blair Walsh in 2012 when Walsh was a rookie.
But seriously, go to your favorite search engine. Just put in Justin Tucker Opera. You'll be blown away. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Murray, the lone setback. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Amari Cooper, he hasn't really had a standout performance for much in November or December, fewer than 60 receiving yards in 6 straight games, but he's got the talent. Might be a little bit of a sleeping dragon as they approach the playoffs.
Yeah, and let's face it, he's had a lot of help this year from Michael Crabtree, who came into the league assuming the role that Amari Cooper has now, which is the #1 receiver. I think Crabtree has really found his niche as a #2 in Oakland. He takes a lot of pressure off of Cooper. Wait till playoff time. Those two together, that could be a lot of trouble for whoever they're playing.
Now Carr finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Carr, and this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it's 3rd and short. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
A right side catch by Crabtree. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. Crabtree. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Crabtree, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
First down, Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. Josh Huff, the intended target. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Ready? Blue ready. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Check three. Sonic. Under 10.
On second down, Winston again. Surveying the field. He's got a man complete. Evans top 5 in receiving yardage in the NFL at over 1,000 yards each of his first 3 seasons in the league.
Love his catch radius. You know, it's one of those buzzwords and buzz phrases that people like to use in the league. But think about his 6'5" height and now spread that out about throwing that ball up in the air. Basketball background, loves to play over the top, and boy, does he go up and get the ball.
Let me ask you, height, arm length, jumping ability, is that what makes the catch radius, I would imagine?
It certainly does, but you know what finishes it off? The desire to go and get the football, and Mike Evans has that.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And Aguayo able to knock it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Carr going to give to Olawale. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Play clock winding down. And with the play clock running out, Jack Del Rio is going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come out here in the eye. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They pitch it out to Murray. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to hit Jameis Olawale that time. And that'll make it third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down.
Here we go. Wide and Yates. Wide and Yates. Zebra. Zebra. Alert. Here we go. Red.
Throwing his car on third down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now Jameis on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
12 yards to go on third down. On third down, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Fourth down, Winston. This is caught by Jackson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And that's what you got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less.
They come up in an offset eye. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Shipped together here from the D-line. First out, here's the run with Martin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Doug Martin, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So out come the Raiders. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Crabtree with it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And this one complete to Seth Roberts. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll come out in the pistol. Carr now on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 30 yards there. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. That was 2nd down run for Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back now in Tampa. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go. Wide and yank. Zebra. Oh, baby, alert. Alert. We ready?
Now they'll throw with Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alteron Werner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out come the Bucs now. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They run it again with Martin. Short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Strong left. Strong left. Strong left. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Check. Press now. Sonny. Wide. Ready. You waiting. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 150. 150. Ready. You waiting. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come up in an offset eye. And now with the play clock almost to 0, Dirk Cutter's going to burn a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Ready. You waiting. Stand up. Flip it, flip it, flip it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Flip it, flip it, flip it. Ready. You waiting.
A toss play. This is Martin. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And some room to roam now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, it's Martin. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now they run with Sims. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Ready? Watch 25. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for him. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down following the run. Murray the lone setback. Another pistol look here. Now Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Back to throw, Carr. He's got time. It's caught, Jones. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.